Now we are moving on to the third in the series. It's so different they don't even call it Phantasy Star 3, but rather PS3. So let that be a lesson to you. Before PlayStation was a thing, the PS3 was already out. No, but seriously, it really is Phantasy Star 3. I never really played 3 up until the Genesis collection for the PS2 came out. The woman ended up remembering nothing of her life prior to waking up on the beach. This seemingly minor event sets an epic adventure in motion. It's a shame I never really got into it. I mean, I wouldn't call it a great game in the Phantasy Star series by any stretch of the imagination. I will at the very least say, for what this game offers, it's not a bad game. Underwhelming compared to the other games in the Phantasy Star series, but not necessarily bad. Message scrolling speed, let's say the standard 5. So this is our main hero that we'll be playing as, Rhys, who has no such techniques or technique as this game is showing us. He currently has boots and a garment on. But yeah, I'm going to showcase something that I think is quite hilarious at this point. So let's go to an item shop. Let's talk to the shop owner. Let's sell our pair of boots for 50. And yes, let's buy ourselves an escape pipe. This is such a stupid idea. Why are you doing this? Oh, I wouldn't commit to something like this unless there was a reasoning for this. So this game starts off with a wedding. I, Rhys, do take D. Maia to be my... Oh no! There's a kidnapping! So we start off by, as the game is putting it, getting thrown in this dungeon here. Here's what I'm supposed to do. Go into my list of items and use the escape pipe. So after that, taking the staircase, I should end up back in the castle, where I can talk with the king. You used your escape pipe. Ordinarily a smart move. But now I'm afraid the game can't be continued. Please press the reset button and try again. Okay, it's one thing. It's one thing if the game tells you that you might have fucked up. It's quite another when the game literally breaks the fourth wall and tells you, yeah, that's not gonna work in this game. You need a restart, bitch. I've never seen that softlock before. That is amazing. That is amazing.
Don't be a fool. No one has shut me in there for nearly 1,000 years. I can't let you do that. I suggest you cool off in the dungeon for a while. But make it snappy. My bunions are killing me. But whatever you do, you mustn't go to a floating spaceship called the Noah, where Mother Brain is. That is what is helping us to protect the ozone.
Yes, the King of London is now Uncle Proton. And if you don't know who Uncle Proton is, just smile and nod, folks. Just smile and nod. That's all I can really say. The monitor in itself probably means nothing, except for when you're exploring the world. It tells you where you are on the map. So, yeah, doesn't seem like much. It is essential here. And of course, we can't nearly defend ourselves unless we have a weapon. So let's equip our knife. The technique shop, which is where this place is right here. Please stay on the other side of the counter. Game thought ahead and didn't let us do that. Technique distributor. Can't use any techniques, so yeah. It's the main reason why he had 0 technique points to begin with. Mainly a physical person. If anyone else can use techniques, that's what makes it important. So what other shops do we have in here? There's an armor shop, where you can get a hunting helmet, garment, hunting armor, and a shield. But for now, let's just check all the other shops here. We have this shop here, which is a fortune shop, which is basically, I'd imagine, a hint system. Let's not bother with that. This, I'm pretty sure, is an inn. Let's just double check. Or a sanctuary to revive fallen members. Who needs to regain the will to fight? So yes, this is a church to revive fallen allies. Considering that's a milkshake, or I say it's a milkshake because it looks like it's a milkshake with a cherry on top. That's probably a weird looking beer stein of sorts. This must be the cafe, aka inn, of this area. Yep, it's an inn, so we don't need to worry about that now. But already you can tell the graphics, somewhat impressive, but kind of looks like it's a step down from how it was in 2. Again, for an honest opinion. And I'm going to unequip the knife, since apparently this game is telling me it is in my best interest in this weapon shop to sell the knife, and instead buy myself a short sword. So if I were to equip the short sword, it is a dual-handed one, which ups my defense a bit and definitely increase damage output for attack. So we will do that. And we have chirpers. This is our main attack motion here, which I'll say, if you were to press this and not press any more buttons, the battle goes in the auto fight mode. If you have a preset determined method of attacking, healing, defending, what have you, and you want to use it for just one turn, you can repeat that strategy with this one. You can decide what to do for your turns that you can later set up for auto fight for 1 or auto fight until so forth, so on, which is obviously attack, technique moves, item usage, or defend, and of course running away. I think it's pretty obvious that mainly gonna attack, but let's just say that for now, and then there's really nothing else to do, so just auto battle. And thank God we moved onward, because yeesh, that not doing anything loop music does get annoying for a bit. Notice this theme here. It changed from the happier tune, which I think is basically which is one thing I should mention. Battle themes are a bit different. Yeah, I don't mind this going in a loop. Depending on whether you're pretty much close to losing a battle, pretty much even playing field, or you've got this battle in the bag, determines what the battle theme is. Like for now, it went from a sort of menacing theme to a more chipper tune instead. So that, I believe, is a pretty neat innovation. So let's see, how much is the hunting armor here? Still got a long way to go for that. The man by the fountain owns a boat, but he will not sail unless he has a cyborg on board. So hence, we can technically use the boat, but the old man won't let us go there. But he mentioned a good luck charm about a cyborg, so if we want to board the boat to get to the next area, that's what we're going to do. The game is advising us to, at the very least, reach level 2. So let's, attack with you there. Yes, and this theme, I believe, outmaneuvered, or in this case, ordinarily being overthrown by the enemy's theme. Poisoned! Oh, we got a level up. Yeah, not too concerned about poison, since obviously, been moving for a bit. No HP change, but I believe now, much like the first game, the second game, if I were to attempt to heal myself, I would gain back no HP. So poison is less of a threat of you consistently take damage every now and then, and more or less you are just preventing yourself from getting healed up. Actually, if it's 150 and 5 to rest at the inn with 150, we're still going to need 6 more Macetas. So, no, I lied. We're not done just yet. Not just yet. Still need another 6. Oh, it was 120. Wow. Talk about overachiever. That's me. Oh, wait. I still need to see a town. So you know what? I goofed. I was thinking ahead. I still have to go to another town. I saw one of Leia's people at the lake by the northeastern forest. The woman never blinked. Probably what we're looking for, but let's keep talking. Oh no, it's a moose! Not a moose, a moose! Let's get rid of them. Blah. And just fade it back from the background. Aha, here we go. I am a combat cyborg. Designation, Mew type. And she does have techniques to use. She currently has Res, G-Res, Reaver, Anti, Fonbi, Forza, Nasak, and Shu. Now, the ones that are fairly obvious, I'll mention. Res can heal you for a little bit, which is useful right now. G-Res works a bit differently this time around. While it can be used to heal you for a much greater amount, this time around, it's pretty much acting like a SAR spell, where, in this case, it could be able to heal you for a much, well, I say much greater effect. It's able to heal everyone compared to Res for a much greater effect. However, the way the spells are used are a bit different. Everyone has their own set of spells that they can use, if they are allowed to use those spells, mind you. However, how much they cost determines how powerful the spell is. So, as you can tell, they're all 3, so pretty standard. Remember that technique shop we went to? We can alter how powerful those spells are. Let's focus on getting another claw for Mew. There we go. And then equip her with the other claw on the left hand, so that way she can dish out more damage. Depending on how you space it out, determines how powerful the spells are. So right now, Res will do very little to heal us. G-Res and Reaver pretty much the same as they were before they were being altered, but now it's set so it favors Anti. So how it works is Res will heal us for very little HP, though to be fair, that's kind of a given. Reaver, believe, still revives you no matter what, but depending on how much it favors you, determines how much health gets restored back. G-Res, obviously, how much your entire party gets healed. And then Anti, in this case, if it's during battle, most likely to succeed in removing poison. May as well show this off. Anti for Rhys. Got rid of that. And And then, just as a demonstration, use Rhys. It did not. Woo! This is ooh, this is gonna be a lovely, lovely time to be fighting enemies. I can already tell. Please don't do poison, let alone gravity. Oh, this is... oh, crap. Well, Rhys is dead. Rhys. Like I said, all up for stupid ideas. All up for stupid ideas. So now I believe I need, what is it, 20 to revive, and then another 10 for Sting at the end, so... I'm just all about the brilliant ideas, folks. That's all I'll say. I'm all up for the brilliant ideas. Rhys. Oh, 50? How should I pronounce his name? Rhys. Someone's gonna say Witherspoon, and then I'm immediately gonna ban them from my chat. No. At most, I'll just time them out. Yeah, revive him. Be careful, danger lurks everywhere. You don't need to tell me twice. And he would have had full help. Okay, good. 5 per person. So now we can enter this ship and go sailing. See that palace down there in the muck? Our oldest legend says the evil dark force is trapped there by the sword of Orakio. So, possibly the only... okay, 2 things. A character we'll meet later on, and the only other thing that might tie this to anything else is the name Dark Force, which already has shown up twice already in the series, and now getting mentioned of it a 3rd time. Now, here's the thing about the cave dungeons here. Relatively short, they make up for it with their monsters that appear. But we should be fine, especially since Mew is now at level 3, and it's recommended Rhys be at 5. He's at 6, so we are good. Going to a battle with some new enemies this time around, who, much like their cousins, their weaker cousins, are able to poison us, but that's okay. We will focus on them first. Let's get the feeling. I'm gonna go after them anyway. But yes, continue with the assault. There we go. So it seems like these newer rats still are 2 experience points apiece, which is no difference. 2 points apiece, good lord. So already, that's 8 experience points apiece. However, the lesser rats had 4 Macetas each, so since we're 2, 8, taken away, 16. So we're looking at 8 a pop Macetas for those pink rats. Mew gained a level! How nice. And just check. Now we see that her anti-spell has gone up by 1, and even Girez went up by 1, so I think I got an idea of what got extended. Rever sacrificed a level up in order to level up Anti, while Rez sacrificed a level up for Girez, which is nice. And as for Forza and Shu, we did nothing with them, so obviously we will handle that later. And once again, the red dot appeared in Discord. Get out of here, red number dot! Ah! Okay, so there's the item we missed, which is a shield. Can can be useful defense-wise, but if we're given an option to dual-wield weapons, I feel like unless you need to buff up your defenses, why would you want to do that? Go into a battle before that. Oh, there's a glow toad there. Oh, Jesus. I would not be surprised if this got me shot in the foot if you attack. Okay, good. Oh, jeez. Woo! That's a close one. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Auntie has a chance of succeeding and sometimes not. When it comes to healing spells, they will work regardless. It just... Thank you for making a liar out of me, game. Truly appreciate it. So at this point, Reaver will become stronger by sacrificing the res, and G-res becomes weaker by upping the chances of anti-working. So never mind. Any and all techniques outside of battle have a chance of failing. I think it's more successful in battle now that I think about it, but yes, get the hunting helm for Rhys. Also, most likely not the same person, but could we just point out how much this weapon or armory shop owner looks a whole lot like Rolf? Ordinarily, we wouldn't be able to enter this area just for the sake of entering it. However, since we have a sapphire that glows, we are allowed to go in. We got nails. Or, I'm assuming that's what they are. I didn't get to look. Well, only 1 damage. So disappointing. Oh man, it's using a spell. So, oh man, that's the real threat about that enemy. Much like the chipper enemies, their attacks themselves not that deadly. When they use spells that can attack us, that's what makes them deadly. So welcome to Aquatica, which is a frozen wasteland. A buzzgull. In that case, we'll need to take you out. Bit hard-hitting, but nothing we can't handle. Hunting claw from you. Oh, not enough to get the hunting claw. You know what this means? I have to sell off the claws. Yes. And it's just enough that if I were to sell the other claw, I can still get the other hunting claw. On the right hand and on the left hand. Alright, let's see this time if G-Rose responds. It did not as much. Oof. No, not assaulted. No, not a Sue spell. I think that's going to be my new catchphrase during this streaming session of Phantasy Star 3. It's just, no, not another Sue spell. Why? Oh, how dare you? No. I find so much offense there. Why would you do that? It was harsh and horrible. Oh. Considering she's getting attacked far more often, I should probably invest in a hunting vest for Mew. And I just need another 60. So defense goes up from 43 to 51, so increase of 8 defense, not bad. Alright, well, let's try this. First off, sell off the... Oh, if that's all it takes, then I should be able to get that, that steel armor very easily, because I could sell that for 62. And then purchase the steel armor for Rhys, and then there we go. Switch on over to here. You know what it is, folks? I've gotten so used to Phantasy Star 2 where in order to access the next menu, you have to press up. Then when you get to the next menu, press up again. I've become so used to that, I only need to remember to do it once, and it still remembers that it's on next. As such here. And I should see 2 forts. But let's attack these guys first. Lash Skulls. Okay, so here are the 2 forts, which themselves mean nothing. However, from the top one, if I walk directly south of it, between those 2 areas, I will find a secret passageway that leads on to our next passageway area. And a Lobo Wing. Oof, that could be problematic. I just realized those guys cast poison, so if we need a heal, probably best to get rid of them before they attempt to poison us. How am I doing? Oh, so 15 is the max. Got to be careful with all the stuff I grab then, unless I get more allies. Now, we are in a new Adria. Or Eridria. Eridia. My goodness, I know how to pronounce things correctly. Eridia! Ah, damn you, Sue spell. Now we... Unicorn Giants. That's all I'll say about that. Just Unicorn Giants. But yeah, let's get rid of them since, wow, they deal a whole lot of damage. So now both of them have been poisoned. Not that it matters that much because, well, those enemies, the worst they can do is poison us. Nothing more. Oh, more new enemies to deal with. But let's get rid of the heavy hitter giants first. Owie. Oh, and you use Sue too? Wow, for much more damage. The cyborgs of Hasatak rarely get human guests. Beep boop. Plus, I love the fact that a town that rarely gets humans still have humans running their shop. I would pretty much end the stream if I need to do another grinding session. That is where we are at right now. Also, I just realized, yep, that's what I thought. Should have used the antidote first and then healed. How dare I? How dare I? Just remember, folks, I is genius. So genius you don't even know. Fonbi and Shu are good spells. So now Fonbi is used to up the damage attack, and it's saying that Shu is good for, I forget if it was defense or magic defense techniques. Shu is for defense, and of course Fonbi for attack. Force seems like a useless ability since that is used to insta-kill enemies. I don't see it working that well. And of course, the only other technique, Nasak, which, if you remember from the original, the second Phantasy Star game, it can heal everyone else with the cost of the caster's life. So, can be useful if you're desperate. Right now, not so much. So I think for now, you know what? I think I'm fine the way I am right now. We just take this opportunity to appreciate the fact that there's a road out in the middle of the desert. Just figured we should point that out. Anyway, interesting creatures, but of course we can't hit any of them until we get rid of the snails, which now that we have, now we can focus on them. There we go. Oh boy. This could be bad if I'm not careful. Oh no, I've been poisoned. We'll worry about the poison after this battle. And yes, there... Okay, first of all, ow. Second of all, giant face. Just wanted to point that out. Just the giant face, if nothing else. And still not enough to take care of that. Wow. Shows you how tough the grinders are, or as I'm going to call them from now on, original Star Fox Andross. Tech distribution just determines how powerful or successful the technique can work. Whereas how much they actually cost is always the same depending on what type of technique it is. For example, I'll just move on to the technique spell. Any offensive spell costs 2 technique points, healing 5, order just 1, as well as time is just 1. Doesn't mention how much for special techniques, but those are things that will come later in the series, so let's not worry about that just now.
I'm a Ren-type cyborg, programmed to serve you. I'm a technical systems and combat specialist.
Now we can afford to give him the hunting shot, because he has nothing else to defend himself, but at least he now can attack. Although I probably should have gotten some defensive items for him as well. Now, because he's got a hunting shot, that means he can focus on opponents from the back row, rather. Also, guess who forgot that Rhys was poisoned? Yeah, it was me. It was me. That. Wait. I think everyone's concentrating on that. Yeah. Oh, God. You, stay strong! Take a gamble here, probably stupid. Oh, so close. Also notice that the theme slightly changed as they added a new instrument. So now 15 because we're healing for 5, or 5 apiece for 3 people. Well, he can equip the protector. Let me just double check headgear really quickly. Okay, so yes, he can equip the headgear, so let's at least get that to Ren, so that way he can have at least 1 upgraded defensive stuff. Let's see. There we go. So nothing for the feet or buckle, but if we grind out enough for some armor, he can arm himself with a protector. So once we reach like 500 something, just in case, because I would like to alter his techniques while I get the chance to. Damn you, chippers. You're adorable and everything, but you aren't going to help me get some money. Okay, seriously, stop it. Stop it. You're not getting me any money. If anything, you're probably wasting resources that I have just by fighting you again. Now, can I seriously get some battles worth fighting? Shaking my head at this point. I'm just shaking my head. Okay, this is interesting. Because I know Zoo is supposed to be a thunder spell. I just realized in this game it's referred to as a water element. I mean, take that for what you will. Everything else sounds the same, though. Foy, fire, Gra is gravity, and Zan is wind. Let's see what can be done, if anything, for Ren's time magic. Because I do love the fact of using Remit to escape from battle. And Daban only prevents from attacking, so yeah. Near increased speed of ally, and Caesar prevents enemy from using magic. Don't think it's really going to do that much for me. So I think right now the 5, 4, 3, 2, yeah, that sounds good. So there's that. Now Ren can be able to take even more hits. Just check. Defense 57, 60, and 83. I'm mainly going to say Ren has the least defense, if only because he's underleveled compared to the rest of the party. I think I'm hearing something in the background, so give me one quick moment, folks. Alright, my apologies about that. Apparently, some random door. Such a great day for this, and seriously, are you cooperating now? Nothing today is going right so far, it seems. It looks as if I am starting to lose a stable connection. Great. Why must you do this to me, router? I'm not happy. What else can I say that hasn't already been said? I am not happy with this. God damn it, Comcast. Why must you do this to me? Remember me, Rhys? Lyle, with the Sapphire? Well, I need your help if I'm going to thaw out my whole world. People are dying from cold and starvation. Farther in here are the weather system controls. Your Ren cyborg can fix it up in no time at all. In return, I'll join your party to help you out. So yes, now it's no longer, here, have this thing. Okay, I'm leaving, bye. Now he's a part of this team. Currently has a staff, a garment for a body. It's best not to think about it. Moon tier, which I don't think does anything in return. I think it's there just for the sake of being there. And of course, a pair of boots. So, as you can tell, physically speaking, he is incredibly weak. That's okay. He's more or less a magical, and by magical I mean technical fighter. Get something else in. We have a new enemy type. Not really concerned about that. More or less, oh, those are supposed to be eyeballs. Okay, Eizen now. For a moment, it's like, what the fuck is that thing? But yeah, obviously Fishmen, which wouldn't surprise me if they were the equivalent in Phantasy Star's Sahagins. Ren fixed the weather control system. I owe you more than I can ever repay. Please come with me to see my beautiful land. We can go by ship from the village of Rhys. And notice that we got more to this music now that we have more in our party, which I find interesting. That's a nice little touch there. Strangely enough, it just occurred to me there's no telepipe spell, or let alone telepipe maneuver at that. So, yeah, once again, it seems like they take good elements for its own game, but forget to remember, oh right, this is supposed to be a Phantasy Star game. Take it for what you will, I suppose. So now, the weather is looking nice and luscious because we were able to thaw everything out. Steel vest for Mew, and while we're at it, a steel gear for Ren, so that way he can replace that headgear, and Mew can replace her hunting vest. Keep forgetting, this is not final. Phantasy Star 3! Jesus Christ, I'm getting my own series mixed up here. I personally blame Comcast for all the problems it's given me. Sell the hunting vest, since that is not necessary. And while we're at it, back to Ren. Sell the headgear. Yes, and nothing else. Alright, so now we've been given a destination of what to do now, and more importantly, where to go from here. So we just need to head north from where we are in order to get to the town of Shusaran. Which is quite literally right there. We will need a hunting ribbon for Mew, and a steel protector for Ren. So let's see, steel protector. Also, focus on Mew, who should... No, go back. Go back. Oh, I think we just found Opai's favorite monster to go up against, which means that's the first thing we're going to try and take out next chance we get. Of course, Ren is not able to destroy it. So before it thinks about clapping hands, yeah, get rid of that. That doesn't count. Yes, it doesn't count as moving to a next area. It doesn't count as moving to the next area. There's one down. Also, good thing the claps are in a well-precise area, because otherwise, yeesh, definitely would have been one of Opai's favorite monsters to go up against. Oh, that'll definitely speed up the process, although I just realized Rhys could use more healing. Especially now, he could use more healing. Well, you know what this calls for. Doing a stupid thing. Take out the weaker enemies in the front rows. That way it makes it that much easier. Concentrate on what? I don't know if it's gonna work. I have to try at the very least. Since he's dead, hopefully this means he's not poisoned and I can revive. Move failed, because of course it did. Once again, Reaver, Rhys. Succeeded! And he's still poisoned. Not that it matters, because he's still alive. He will get experience from this. Interesting detail to know about, but he's alive. That's all that matters. And we got what we needed for the money. So yes, head back into town, please. Steel cape for Lyle, and ceramic armor for Rhys. So before anything else, let's equip our new finds. I keep doing it. I keep thinking this is the controls from the second Phantasy Star, where you have to press up because it forgets you're not on the next menu. Swear, old habits die hard, I swear. But yes, now that we have ceramic armor, we can sell our steel armor. And at the same time, now that we have a steel cape, we can sell the garment. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are gonna need a hell of a lot of money. So, I'm just gonna bring up my own calculator here. So, let's just see. 1,300 plus 760 plus 760 plus 550 plus 550 plus 980. We are going to need roughly 5,000 macetas in order to get all of the weapons that we need here. Good God Almighty. So, needless to say, we might be here for a while. We honestly might be here for a while. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, we might be here for a while. They don't sell antidotes. They only sell star mists and moon dews. Which, if you remember, back in Phantasy Star 2, Nassar was a humongous heal for everyone in the party. That's the Star Mist, and Moon Dew is the item equivalent of using the Rever spell. So yes, welcome to what is going to be roughly the next hour of the stream at best. For all we know, this just could be the rest of the stream. Just me money grinding to get all the equipment necessary. At the end of the chapter, there is a crucial decision that needs to be made. It doesn't really mean that much to me because I'm going to show off all the endings anyway. But at the very least, just to show off the main plot for what we're going to be doing here, it will be vital, if nothing else. And this is one of the stupidest, let alone silliest things in the game. But if memory serves, was it? Yes. We need to go directly into here, because apparently that leads to a dungeon. Oh, not just moves, fear moves. My goodness. This might be the biggest challenge yet. Only, not really, because let's be real here. You guys are a pester at best. See, already all that's left are the moves, and I'm just getting this kind of music. This could be a bit troublesome if I'm not careful. But hopefully I can at least take out one, and wow, Rhys is almost dead. Please don't be killing Rhys. Please don't be killing Rhys! That was a close one. Oops. Or glops, I should say. Ah, stop using the grass spell! How dare you? How dare all of you? Keep striking with that attack. Can't enter it from the bottom, has to be from the top. So now here, we gotta do a strange thing. And that is temporarily unequip everything that Lyle has. It's stupid, it's silly, it makes no sense, but it will. I have to leave you now, Prince Rhys. I'll explain why later, if things work out. So now he just gets up and leaves the party. As silly as it is, he just leaves the party. Now, I didn't transfer any of the items because we do get them back even after all this tight battleness. Lyle, I think you left us at just the right time. Just the right time, might I say. Perfect timing. Perfect timing here. Timing! I think we best use our teammate right now. Because Mew can use it. Ah, not a grass spell! Please don't be attacking Mew! Oh my god. And speaking of using teammates, let's use another one on himself. And continue the assault. Please not to be killing Rhys. Thank you. Let's focus on you. Focus on you. Continue on from there. Ow! Hopefully it's enough to kill him. Yes. Good enough. Ah! And then just focus on normal attacks from there, because now these enemies should be weak enough that we can handle them no problem. Oof. So anyway, this is the main reason why we had to go unequip Lyle for the time being. Not strip him of everything, but unequip him. Now it's time to see you really fight Rhys. We now have to go up against Lyle. But of course, since we unequipped him, this should make fighting against him that much easier. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a very powerful Zahn spell. Very powerful Zahn spell. Please don't tell me I'm gonna die. Please don't tell me I'm gonna die. That would make me super pissed. Oh boy. And it's still not enough. Please tell me I can win this fight. God damn it! Party has been destroyed.
Richer.
Now, before we resume the fight with Lyle, this has to be mentioned right here and now. I decided to trade in the regular sword for a steel sword so I can do more damage. That might have been the main reason why I got my ass handed to me so hard. With that said, same thing as before, but this time, hopefully with less failure along the way. If this doesn't change anything in the end, then, well, I don't know what to say here. Okay, I swear to God, if speed plays a huge factor into this, then there might be nothing I can do at this point. Okay, thank you. Thank God. It's bad enough doing this fight as it is. It's even worse when it's one-on-one. You're a lot tougher than I thought, Rhys. No, I'm just a hell of a lot luckier is all. Put my moonstone and Lyle's moon tier into the satellite control system. That will bring the moon back to its proper place and open a land bridge from the rear gate of this castle to where Maia is being held. let's go rescue Maia. Important thing here. We now have our 5th and final character, Lena. If anything, this is the whole entire reason why we were doing this dungeon. And it was all just to get her into our team. And therefore, fully upgrade ourselves. And so far, it looks like, especially at the rate I'm going, and especially if it looks like this might take a bit of time. There's really no way to backtrack our way through here. I'm gonna be so upset if we can't backtrack our way now. You know, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. And all she has is a knife, boots, and moonstone. That puts me in a great mood. Absolutely great mood at this point. Also, I just remembered, Lyle, now that you're back in the team, let's re-equip all of your stuff. Iraqians in Shusoran? Guards, help! And promptly does nothing in the end. So in case we were wondering, we are indeed in Shusoran, but this is not where Maia is being held captive at. Now that we have an extra party member, we should probably think about upping our defenses, because as we know, the only good offense is defense. This isn't Cobra Kai where we say, oh yeah, the best defense is more offense. And of course, now that we have a full party in our team, we get to hear the full overworld theme. Which again, I might have mentioned this before, but I just think that's a nice touch there. And yes, just enough to get Lena the steel chest. Or steel... equip that. So defense of 15, now 28, but she's got a lot of levels to make up for, so that could be saying a lot there. Also, that is not the talk button. This is the talk button. Let's see, Lena, let's sell your garment for dirt cheap price. The Grind Fest session. Because everyone knows, when it comes to RPGs, the best thing you can show off in a stream is grinding for more money and more levels. Always the best. You know what, in fact at this point, I don't think I can be able to offer that much commentary at this point. So I think what I'll do is mute myself while I go through this grind fest, and then hopefully by the time I'm done grinding, I can come back on full commentary, everything. So while I'll still be here, I'll be silent for the time being. Hope to talk to you in a bit, folks. Okay, so apparently all this money grinding I thought would have been done lickety split. Looks like it might take a while, and if that's the case, I'd rather not waste any more of your time. So in between this stream and the next time we'll tackle Phantasy Star 3, I'll have all the necessary items and equipment needed in order to move this series on. Okay, now, as it may not be known, I have done some grinding, so hopefully I should have the best equipment necessary. And if not, at least at this point, I've gotten decent enough equipment that it shouldn't really be that big a problem for me right now. So yeah, as you can tell, there's that. Anyway, right now I am currently back in the control center where I've originally fixed the weather thingamadoodle. However, we're not done with this place yet. Oh no. There is still one more thing that needs to be done here, so let's see if I can remember where to go from here. First things first, I noticed that treasure is up there, so let's go ahead and clear all that as we deal with all of the psychedelic eyeballs. Just in front of that, Sahagin, I guess we'll call it. Yeah, rats, I hate to tell you this, but unless you were to deal poison damage, or at least they can't deal poison damage. Unless they were to poison me, they can't do much of anything towards me, so yeah, you're wasting your time and effort. Oh, we got some more enemies, these clusters. But it seems as if they still go down that easily. They just look a bit intimidating as of now, but that might be something completely different because those gray moves still went down relatively easily. Of course, by 1 pixel, we missed it. As the Moonstone and Moon Tear are placed in the panel, Dahil Dahlia, the purple moon, moves.
Pretty soon, we'll be able to cross the sea north of Shusaran to reach Sil's Island. Beep-boop.
And we even get a cutscene. And one thing's for certain, either the moon was getting closer or someone had really bad gas. It's definitely one of the two. You know, I would make a joke about all the lands we're visiting are secretly Canada because of the moose we're attacking, but nah. At least I didn't do it in a committing way of sorts. It was like, oh, check it out, it's the moose! They must be from Canada! Whatever, that was really funny. That thing would place me directly underneath the passageway. Plus, you'd think after discovering it one time, they would learn to mark it on the map. I mean, I ain't saying, just saying. Oh my god, look at that. Rhys is the new Moses, I tell ya. I almost feel bad that I'm killing that lurker. I mean, the fact that it wags its tail would attack us, not even the whole tail, but just a little itty-bitty tip. I think that's adorable. Adjust Lyle's spell, so that way it is in more favor of his Zahn spell. Luckily for you, Laia's law forbids killing. Kill no living thing was Laia's last message. Wow, they must really take it to heart if they hate our guts but refuse to kill us. And just to show an example of how overpriced it is, look at this! We're barely into the 4 digits here. This is midway through 5 digits worth. We could get this if we were extremely desperate. The gates towards the castle, not open to us. But we gotta find some way how to get into the castle. Well, luckily for us, there is a way. So not this fountain or this fountain. If we head into this one, we enter this tunnel. So now begins the long trek through here. Also, I just realized, I probably could have entered one of the other areas in the way. Because we just killed a circuit board. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna do that really quickly. I'm in a free town that literally hates my guts and will be all like, alright then, welcome to our inn. We'll gladly give you lodging. Hope you enjoy your stay. I will most likely kill you in the morning. It's just gonna pull a Princess Bride on us that whole time. All we gotta do is just maneuver away. Also, mouse, don't you dare hover over the end stream button. I will immediately blame Comcast for that, even though I would know deep down it was not Comcast problems. But I will swear that it's Comcast problems if that's the case. And once again, I'm almost confusing Comcast with Capcom. I'm sorry, Comcast had... Jesus Christ. Capcom at one point made terrible game decisions, so it's hard for me to let that go. Say what you will about any of the other dungeons where, sure, you have to continue onward towards your destination, but in order to do so, you have to go through several different twists and turns along the way by going up staircases. That I can believe. Here, it's just one simple floor where the only way you can progress onward is going through, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Bo's gonna have a field day with this, multiple zigzags. It was a stupid comment that I made back when I originally did a nothing run challenge of Mega Man X, and ever since then, he refuses to let that go, which, you know, more power to him, but wow, that was easily one of the worst moments I could have ever gone through in that nothing wrong, and yet he chose to embrace it, which, why, I must ask. I commend him for it, but why? Once we actually enter the castle, because we are currently inside the courtyard area. That barely qualifies as entering the castle. So let us continue onward, and I didn't get to see it. If that previous one was a giant, I think this is a titan? Lash Skulls, and didn't really get to see a good look at them, but I imagine they were like pixel fairies or something. Yeah, pixel fairies. They're like pixie fairies, except they're made of pixels. Totally different creatures. Totally different, I swear. Oh, dryads. Because, you know, you see a dryad, first thought that come across your mind is pixel fairy. Oh, just a clops. They're just clops. Because, you know, that makes total sense. Just a clops. What, you mean a cyclops? No, just a clops. Plus, I find it interesting, their helmets blink, but in order for them to properly attack us, they need to flex their not their biceps, just their pecs. People of Syl are insulted that you want the hand of Maria, our fair princess, be gone. Okay, so, despite not talking to that guard before, we have heard this conversation before. You know, I think I just realized I said Maria, I meant to say Maia. Because, you know, Maria and Maia, they're both the same. It's just depending on her mood. One day she could be super pissed off at us and be a Maria, but other times she's nice, calm, and caring, and she is just a Maia in the end. And yes, the Klops enemy is totally a Joaniki character. I think at one point there was a Joaniki fighting game for the SNES. I think that's what that character is, just a giant ship of the flexing guy. Since you see the upper part of his body, but not necessarily the lower bit. So for all we know, the pixelated sprites that we don't see from behind are just a giant airship of sorts. We are almost there, but knowing you, I don't want her to focus on simply healing everyone all the time. So I think what I'll do is get everyone who needs great healing patched up with res, and then finish it off with G-res. So that way, if people need to heal themselves, they can just use Trimates. It's time we put an end to this chapter. I'm the King of Syl. I'll show you how we handle Orakian spies in my country. time to go up against King Krill and his baddies of sorts. Well, this time we actually have a strategy of using just strong attacks. In Lyle's case, using Zahn to deal with the king, and speaking of which, Ren shall attack them. Because we're just dealing with we're just dealing with the dryads that will easily deal the most damage. Or at least eat up the most damage up until we can free up the king as an attack option. So, one more time, Zahn you, and attack you. And just keep up the attack from there, because once again, it seems like unless the king was to repeatedly use the Zahn attack, which, in all honesty, that was dealing the most damage to us, now it's not even worth doing that, and the king is already down. That fast and easy. I yield to you, Rhys. You are mighty indeed. Perhaps Lyle, my nephew, was right about you after all. Dun dun dun! Yeah, turns out Lyle, who was traveling with us, is the nephew of the king. And of course, we already know that Maia, I'm even stressing her name so I'm pronouncing it correctly, is the king's daughter. You must now choose between Maia and Lena. Wed Maia, and you shall become king of Syl. Marry Lena, and you shall be king of London and neighboring Satera. This is very crucial here, because although I will show off all of the paths regardless on stream Maia, as it should be, I believe money does carry over, and Ren does carry over as well, but also Mew. Those are believed the only two characters that get passed off from generation to generation. And as you can tell, time has definitely passed on for our previous main hero, Rhys, who now is basically just the same character as before, but now he's got some bags under his eyes and sporting quite the stash, I must mention. Now you must venture forth on a vital quest. Not gonna lie, I was extremely close to saying virtual quest. It was right there on the tip of my tongue. I almost thought about saying that. Could you imagine if, in order to save the world, you had to play virtual highlight, considering how bad the original highlight was, and then virtual highlight was basically the same game remade, but even more BS at certain occasions. Now, here's something else I should check. Okay, so the monitor, despite being passed over to Ren, currently has it right now. And notice, Rhys was just an Iraqian. Now that he has some Leyan blood flowing through his veins, now he has technique points. So now he is able to cast healing spell, and he's got time magic. Oh, jeez. Good thing Opie's not here, because, good lord. So many overtones would be coming by in that case. I don't think you fight any more quote-unquote monsters anymore. Now all of the basic enemies that you fight, even the tougher ones along the way, are now nothing but machines. And it looks like he just carries the exact same equipment from beforehand. And yeah, the only other equipment was from Lyle and Lana. But of course, since we don't have the full party like we did beforehand, obviously some music was taken down. And yeah, I was not kidding about now any and all enemies that we fight along the way are now robots. A messenger arrived from your people, Prince. They're under attack and need you desperately. So, guess what? We were able to head into town there. We're taking the ferry immediately back. So stupid, but I guess it makes total sense. You're on a mission, yet you hear that your family's in danger, and you decide to say, fuck it, I need to protect my family and friends. But you know what? That's just a mere coincidence. I get the feeling once we head back to the throne area where King Lyle is, that should be... Oh, there are enemies here. Yeah, you know what? I take back what I said. This kingdom looks like it's really starting to get royally fucked over. we best head back. Good use of the key res, healing yourself for 0 damage. Because it didn't even damage you yet. Well, it turns out this kingdom is empty as well. All except for one person. The cyborgs were too powerful to be resisted. Everyone has fled to Iridia, but I refuse to leave. So that means we now know exactly where we're supposed to head to. We were supposed to head back to Lawndale. Not going to happen anytime soon. And notice there's no one here running any shops, so ouch for that. Also, there might be a good reason why, although Aim did level up, he's not leveling up as fast. Still making progress here, nonetheless. Because now, it really doesn't matter, since Ren can easily pick off those blink enemies. Dare I say, in a blink of an eye. Yeah, I deserve to get pounced by those enemies. That was a terrible joke. Next chance I get, so I don't forget for my own sake, I should probably... That's a big boy. But yeah, for now, just focus on attacking that, because all Ren needs to do is just keep attacking the front row. I say that, and then that happens. I really was just rush and go at that point. Alright, and a Seeker. Interesting. Yeah, we'll spread the front attack, see what the Seeker enemies are capable of. And aside from doing some major physical damage, unless it were to attack again. No, looks like he just does, or they do, tough physical damage. Also, don't think for a brief moment I didn't notice how much health Ren has, which, by the way, nice. And a Styx. Styx. Wonder how they are going to go down. Which, obviously, since we already know Ain is able to take out one of those arachnes with just one swipe, we'll have Mew and Ren focus on the Styx. Laserbot. How can you focus on any of the other enemies when they cast powerful voice spells because of their laser bots? An old crazy cyborg wanders the desert. This is important to keep in mind because it will play a vital role later on. You can reach Satellite from the Eastern world, but you need the power topaz first. So we know one of the goals of reaching Satellite. And apparently, this cyborg knows who we are since they mentioned that our family and friends fled far to the west. Your family awaits you in the cave. And thankfully, since the royal guards are in here, never mind, I was going to say there are no enemies here. Never mind, I'm just speaking out my ass at this point. You must rescue my daughter Thea for me. She has been taken to the east by our enemy. enemies, the dragon's tear will unlock the cave. You are our last hope, Ain. Be brave, my son. Yes, be brave as we take down more of these Serenic. Father, how could you? I thought you loved us! No, it's just a random encounter, but God, that would be such an amazing plot twist. It's like, yeah, I know you're my son and everything. I gotta make sure you're really determined through this, so I'm just gonna attack you anyway. Unequip the Sapphire for the Dragon's Tear. There is, with the exception of one item to grab, there's nothing here. And notice that the chippers, the bird enemies, are now robots. Just let that sink in. The cute little birds have been mechanized at this point. And you gotta give them credit for one thing. They are far more fierce than the chippers ever were. Eventually, we will get a Force Ribbon. And as we can see, her defense is 111. Even speed goes up a bit and is now at 124. Laser shots. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this will do spread damage or not, but if it's more physical damage, then I'll take what I can. So let's see. Ceramic shot. No change in defense, but attack damage-wise, it's up by 25, so we'll take that and see how it goes from there. Let's see, Ren is, just focuses on one, sadly, but if it means getting rid of these bad boys, I say it's well worth doing. So we'll have everyone focus on, not the warbots, the warblots. Huge difference. Obviously, huge difference. And wow, even then, it wasn't enough to get rid of. I think it would have been better off with the spread shot damage. I mean, I'm not saying, just saying at this point. At least if nothing else, now we have a ceramic helm that we can use, and just to make sure, ribbons and gears for him. So, for once, the right person has the right stuff. So we replaced the steel helmet with the ceramic helm, and it just ups defense by 3 points. But you know what? Increase in something is better than a decrease in something, let alone nothing in the long run. A Doomfly? Not sure what that could spell, but one thing's for certain, it won't add up to anything good. Alright, at least for the Doomflies, they're not that bad. At least as far as taking damage. For all we know, they could absorb most damage, and the gun can bypass it. And a Dogbot, that's not Dogmobile. That's not Dogmobile. I'll just say that much. That's not Dogmobile. So yeah, let's just focus on Dogmobile at this point because, And of course, since Mew can't attack the big guy in the back, obviously shifts her attentions to Arachnes. But yeah, not too bad. And let's get ourselves the Force Armor for Ain, the Ceramic Vest for Mew, and the Ceramic Protector for Ren. Ceramic, as far as I can tell, is better than the steel. Yeah, better than the steel, so let's re-equip that. And then Ceramic Vest, and while we're at it, Ceramic Protector. So now we can hopefully take a few more hits. This is the same town / castle area where Thea's being held at. However, we aren't able to reach it quite yet. Robotic flies. just robotic fly. Especially since now we know there was a reason we kept our antidotes. They can indeed cast poison. Shit. This could be problematic. Ah, Mew, no! Don't you dare attack Mew. I am willing to fight you tooth and nail for this. Woo! Now then, let's get ourselves some much-needed weapon upgrades. Such as the cannon for Ren, a laser sword for Eizen, and we still have enough for 2 laser claws from you. It's always nice when there's no need for money grinding. Always the best, and once again, that's not gonna work. So the damage output was 127, with maybe defense at 161. With the laser sword, defense goes up, and damage incredibly well goes up. So, replacing the steel claws, defense goes up a bit, but damage definitely goes up very much so. So now, Mew and Eizen are forced to be reckoned with. And as for Ren, who replaces the laser cannon, or at least laser shot, I should say, with the cannon, bit of a speed upgrade and definitely does more damage. Hopefully, once again, that does more spread fire damage. Ren, no spread damage. Phantasy Star 3 is easily, in my opinion, the black sheep of the Phantasy Star series. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It might not be their thing for everyone. I personally don't mind it. That's like saying people don't like Final Fantasy 2 because it's nowhere near any of the other Phantasy Star. You can tell I'm starting to lose intelligence at this point because of how much my brain is functioning right now. How Final Fantasy 2 is so much different from the other Final Fantasy games, but if you're more or less used to the Romancing Saga series, like I am, I'm a huge Saga Frontier fan. It's not that big a deal. That's the same way for this game. It's definitely out there compared to any of the other Phantasy Star games, but yeah, I don't mind this game. It's got its interesting quirks. I think they're rather charming. I opened the castle gate, but I couldn't get in. Please rescue her before it's too late. So, here's the thing. Before we try to enter the castle, no good. Once we talk to this guy, now the gates are opened and we are able to gain access. Being the fat autistic kid growing up, people can say they can get a scoop full of friends. I had hand-picked friends, which was not much. So if there was ever a need to retreat to video games, RPGs definitely played a heavy role in that. So likewise, I'm a huge fan of RPGs. Love playing all of them, especially since I like to have my brain think at points. It's one thing to say I love playing RPGs. I absolutely love playing tactical RPGs as well. Take care of you stupid boys. Down and immediately head up so I can wrap myself around to the next staircase, and I just realized Aina's dead. Oh no! Rever, please don't fail me now? No! Don't fail me now! Revive! Thank you. That's what I get for being too cocky in this situation. We were able to reach Princess Thea. I have the twins ruby. It should come in handy. Please take me to my father right away. And now we have a new member of our team, Thea. And yeah, she she is not going to be able to provide much for us right now because, yeah, she is in desperate need of help. And ordinarily, I wouldn't mind fighting up to this point with what little help she is going to provide right now. Let's just use an escape pipe, leave that castle area, and hopefully we should get new defensive gear for her. Ceramic slicers, 1 and 2, and let's get her a robe. There we go. So now we can afford to upgrade our stats naturally, because let's see, everyone else has defense in the hundreds right now. Obviously, Thea has a long way to go from that, but at the very least, the ceramic slicers will help her do a bit more damage. And replacing the garment with the robe, still not that impressive, but she's only level 1. We can help her out afterwards, but there's something else that we can do for her. Right now, since she has very little technique points, we can at least alter her melee to favor Foy up at this point, and also be able to alter her time. Wait, your time magic? Wait, why is it saying alter her text to favor Foy and Rhys? She doesn't have... Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, I think I highlighted the wrong. That might be why. Let me try this again. I did highlight the wrong person. You can tell it is getting late at this point. Yeah, I get the feeling the enemies don't even need to attack Thea at this point. They could just say boo to her face and that would be enough for her to faint. I'm not a huge fan of editing. I thought I was going to have to do immensive training for Thea. Turns out she's been getting levels like crazy, so there really wasn't much in the way of having to grind for her, so there's that. We need to go back through the secret passage in order to have her, and by her, I mean Thea, get us to the other area. Oh no, I've been ambushed, how dare you! Especially since someone is attacking Thea. How dare you do such a thing? Let's see. You are the one that deals the most damage, so we'll have you deal with that and that. Ren, you focus on the one in the back, and Thea, if need be, just look away. Yeah, do your swipes. There we go. Like, see, I didn't even go through one battle before Thea gained another level. That's how good she is. That is honestly just how good she is. Now we should be seeing the town. And by a town, I mean the town, because there's only one town. See, this is when Thea really comes in useful, because then, even if she doesn't kill all the monsters, she still does great damage to them. Actually, Thea... Oh, you can attack the back row. In that case, do that. Because I get the feeling by the time, yeah, we do that, we'll already be set on attacking all those. And honestly, he was the bigger threat compared to the other one. Rise of the Machines. There. It's Skynet, I'm telling you. It was Skynet. It was Skynet. It was always Skynet to begin with. Why does no one keep listening to me when it comes to this sort of bits? Take the twins, Ruby. It opens the London path. You know, it would help if there was, like, even if it was a small brownish blot there on the map. That would help. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so first chest is apparently being blocked by a set of monsters. really, really love guarding everything around here. Also, ComSat. Not Comcast, but I think it's close enough in this case. So, even more of a reason to kill those monsters. The first one, a Force Sword. So, replacing the Laser Sword with a Force Sword. We pressed the wrong button. No, we get... what is it? A slight increase in speed, but mainly ups the defense. The Force Claw, an up in speed by 1, but mainly more attack up. Now we can grab our last item, the Force Knife, which means nothing to us now. Very soon, it's going to play a very integral role. And the main attack is clapping its hands. Its main attack is clapping its hands. I forgot about that. Oh, as you can tell, I am clearly having way too much fun with this. How do we get in? Well, it all is based on memory. When you were playing as Rhys before, you were able to escape from the dungeon via the technique shop. So, if we want to sneak into the castle, this is the best way to do so. Pretty sure we already got the treasures from here, but let me just see. Well, there is another one here, so you know what? We are doing fairly well for ourselves. We rested. We may as well check what these are. Famous last words, I am fairly certain. I don't care. We will check onward anyway. Just an antidote. I mean, it's a free treasure. I ain't saying no to it. Now watch, there's going to be a moment where it's like, yeah, you got yourself in an unwinnable situation because you stole our antidote. How dare you do so? I joke that there are scenarios where that has happened, and it's not funny. Not in the slightest bit. Now it's time to talk to this person. I'm sorry, Lena's daughter and ruler of the country of London. I have the power topaz, but you won't get it without a fight. Hence why we were healing. And so far, the Zarachne is the only real threat at this point, so let us worry about that. Ain, if you could focus on that. Then Mew, that one, and finally that one, and then Thea could just attack the front row. Let's go for this. Right. Let's see all the damage Thea can do. Took care of the lesser enemies from the left, if nothing else. Are we able to? Of course not. So let's just focus on the front row, and then after that, concentrate all attacks on... Wow, I just realized Mew is almost dead. Wow, that was a close one. Okay, I'll let you use the power topaz, but you have to let me come along to guard it. And you know what? We ain't saying no to that. Ain't no way we say no to that. So as you can tell, despite being level 1, Sari has... Wow. I knew about heavy defense and damage attack and a bit of speed. Her luck is through the roof. I didn't even notice she had high luck. So, take that for what you will. Hot damn. She's got a steel knife in her left hand, but we could do better than that, can't we? That's why we have the Force Knife, so let's give that to her. The Force Knife on her right hand to up that, and then we'll re-equip the steel knife in her left hand. So yeah, she's already doing immense damage as it is, but now she can do even more. Yeah, we're not buying any of that shit. So that's the kind of stuff we could get in Armory. I easily don't trust a weapon shop. Clearly, the best thing we can do here is just rest up at the local inn. I'll check over here first and see if anything changed. Oh no, this should be it. So if it says Twin Rubies activated this path, then we should be on the right track. Yeah, we're on the right path. I remembered. Now we are back in I can already tell by the time I said Adriana, that's not the term. That is not the term. That will never be the term. Stop saying random words at this point. Wow. Thea's already level 27. Holy shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done so much level grinding beforehand. I didn't even realize it would be that possible. Move east. And we should come across... Oh, you know what? That's the west. We aren't supposed to be going there. We should be heading east. But it should be right here. 10,000 paces east. Oh, east? I thought you said west. West? What kind of compass are you looking at? This one, sir. That's west, Patrick. We're on the right path this time around. I'm certain of it. Because now we should, keyword being should, brand new enemy that just poisoned us, or rather poisoned, sorry, and not too concerned about it. Not too concerned about it, because all we have to do is just, shoot it down, and that's that. But as I was saying, we should see a dragon at the end here. Right there. And this dragon should look familiar. But why would it look familiar, you ask? If you said that it was the same dragon that, quote-unquote, kidnapped Maia back at the beginning of the game, you'd be right. This is the exact same dragon. But anyway, let's talk to this dragon. Climb on my back. I shall take you over to Tekna. This dragon anyway? Well, it turns out it was Lyle. At last I can tell you my long-held secret. I have the power to change into a dragon. Yes, it was I who stole your mother Maia so very long ago. But please don't tell Rhys. Guard Thea well, bid farewell to Thea, and then he died. The end. That's the game, folks. Hope you all enjoyed it. No. That'd be a terrible way to end a game. So what can we get? Oh, we have to do some grinding. I can already tell. So first off, pulse cannon for Ren, because obviously we can't get the Laconian sword yet, but we do have stuff to sell, so let's take care of that. Get rid of the laser sword. So I believe now we should be able to... Yes, now we can get the laser sword. Give that to aim. Pulse cannon ups our attack. We'll need to see what it does in battle, if it's an attack all or not, because I still have that ceramic shot that I really don't want to give up yet, because obviously it can hit multiple targets, and of course I'd imagine people are screaming right now, why is that the case? You should be selling it already. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Oh, wrong character. Ren. Sell the cannon, because we already have the pulse cannon for us. Man, we have a lot of stuff we need to buy. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Jesus Christ. The Laconian Slicer alone is going to cost us a lot of money. Oh my goodness, it's money management. Truly the best part about playing RPGs. It clearly is. Okay, folks, so here's a deal. I am nowhere near done doing this. Okay, so apparently I thought that would be enough time to successfully grind out everything. Apparently that's not the case. Armor's the all other concern, and as you can tell, obviously, there's far more that I need to be doing with that. We could use both the royal chest and steel robe, and of course the force vest, which let's go ahead and do that for Mew. If we immediately sell her ceramic vest, we'll have enough to get not the royal chest, the steel robe for Thea. It would be nice to have everything else needed, such as all the optimized weapons, armors, and such, what have you. I don't want this to be a stream purely about grinding, especially the latter half, so why don't we just leave it at that. We already have better armor that we can use, so, well, a majority of better weapons, rather, so we should be fine on that front. So Ain's healing to favor G-Res. So kind of good in Res, kind of good in Anti, not so good in Reaver for Ain. Also for Thea with her heal magic. Same thing. Will be okay, so slightly in favor of Anti over Res, but otherwise pretty much same dealio with Thea. And once again, I've got to stop pressing the C button. That gets me out of there. And then for Mew, the exact opposite, where instead we favor Reaver instead, with Res and Anti kind of good, where G-Res is not really her strong suit. And in the end, that leaves us with, holy bejeebus, 25 G-Res in favor of that, so he'll have great majority healing for everyone. Thea, in the middle, decent healing for everyone. And as for Mew, at least a better chance of reviving others. Now, here's the thing. You could go straight into the castle and search all you want for answers, but there's nothing there. We basically just loop around here and just make our way through there. So you can just do that and still be able to see fine. And I forgot to adjust the attacks. This is all good news, but that's okay. Thea helped cover my ass there, so everything's still good. I forgot about that. It's not the same sign we saw from before, but this pretty much the same enemy we saw from beforehand. You are the first of your people to visit us. The power topaz proves your courage and worth. You have earned the right to know the truth. It is time for you to see your true world. Basically just do that. So from here, we just go here, and for some reason there's a mini spaceship to the right. But from here, we can leave our planet and its colonies. But a voice speaks. Know your true world at last. It is a giant spaceship built by our ancestors. Approach the craft called Satellite. As you see, it is also an ancient spaceship. So, welcome to Satellite. And yeah, just in case you thought, well, it's safe not to get attacked by enemies here. No, we have enemies to deal with, and as you can tell, they take quite a pounding. So, if you were hoping for an easy go at this, think again. Yeah, that's right. What was that? The sickly bot, whatever. Clap your hands, just to deal damage to us. Head down to the left, and by left I mean right. I know my lefts from my rights. Don't tell me otherwise, folks. Once again, at least the good news is, fatales. Femme fatales, even. But they still go down that fast. Guess that's why they're called fatales. If they were femme fatales, then they would be quite the problem. But nah, just as fatales, they're fairly simplistic. Fairly simplistic. We should be fine. A force boot. My goodness, I know how to speak. Unequip the force boot. Let's trade force boot for you. And instead, you will get the force boot. So, let's see. Okay, yes. She did switch robes, which is good. That'll not give her much, but it's a boost at the very least. And then you can be able to wear the force boots. There we go. Remember, I is professional, folks. I know how travel map 2. Rouge Paladin Trian, your shrine sucks because you don't know how to make maps properly. I'm sorry. So first, we're going to grab this treasure chest here. A force band. I think I can see who it goes to. Let's try Thea. Oh, so she can equip. Okay, good. So now we are about to meet a cyborg who is extremely powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Siren.
So, you are found me after all, rabble. Seems that a few rats escaped my cyborg army. Once I served Orakyo, but Leia forced me here. Then she somehow moved this satellite far away. I have waged a millennia for my revenge, and you will not ruin it for me.
So yeah, we are basically fighting an evil Ren mech, if that makes any sense. So here's how we're gonna handle this. Mew tackles those. Wait, Thea is just gonna concentrate in front row. Sorry, if you could attack that, and then Ain, if you could attack that, and Ren, you can attack that, and then afterwards, all you just need to worry about is Thea attacking the front row, and that should hopefully take care of everything else along the way. And all we have left is, at this point, so once the front row is gone. Okay, so basically it's saying just keep attacking up until we should fall below 30 HP, in which case focus on healing if we can. Because yeah, Sue can be quite powerful. Not powerful enough at the moment now, but still powerful nonetheless. But yes, has heavy defense along the way, so let's see. I'll try one more, see if of those attacks comes on by. Oh, jeez. Just to be on the safe side, Thea, if you could also E-res everyone, and then we're gonna have Ain E-res mainly as well, and see how we go from there. Please, someone heal. Or a siren could go down like that. That works too. Oh, that was a close one.
You have won but a single battle, Ain. The war is not over yet. I shall return one day.
And Siren disappears. And thus Prince Ain fulfilled. And thus did Prince Ain fulfill his destiny. Rejoicing, his people then moved to Satellite. King Rhys then decreed that Ain should marry soon. 2 women made known their interest in him. We'll save sorry for the next time, and instead, our main focus for now will be with Lyle's daughter. I mean, after all, Lyle sacrificed himself to make sure that Thea would be safe. The least we could do is honor his dying wish and protect Thea. So let's do that. We shall marry Thea. Ain asked Thea to be his wife, and she accepted. Lyle and Rhys gave their blessings as well. Rhys, I can understand. Lyle is dead. How could he have accepted the blessings of Ain and Thea to be together? Oops. Or did Lyle temporarily come back to become a blue Jedi spirit just so he can give a slight nod in order to say, yeah, that's fine. It makes no sense. So just smile and nod at this point. Just smile and nod. In time, Queen Thea gave birth to a son, Sean. When he reached manhood, once more evil has arose. Sean was called upon to fight for his people. Sean, our beautiful moon is being destroyed. Your mother and I cannot bear to leave our home. Take the shuttle and save yourself, my son. Journey to London, your grandfather's homeland. You know, Rhys, the man who Ain knew about since he was 15 years old to start this journey, and, from there. I'm staying with Ain, but you must go. Mew and Ren will go with you. Farewell, my son. So basically, let me get this straight. Despite all that's been going on thus far, Thea and Ain decide to stay behind and let their son Sean leave. When did it suddenly become a retelling of Superman? The satellite Azure is now the planet Krypton, and they decided that the parents are deciding Sean needs to leave the moon in order to head for safety, and from there, Sean will grow up to become the Superman he was destined to become, and from there on and so forth. I'm just going to shut up and move the story forward.
Sean, hurry, you must escape.
Compared to one of the 3 other characters whom we could be playing as at this point, Sean is, physically speaking, one of the weaker characters. Like, let's just check out stats at this point. Physical damage. 233 right now, though what does he have equipped? He does have the Laconian sword. It doesn't really seem like that much. Although, if we were to look at intelligence, and you can tell his is slightly higher. So, if not the physical damage, he's more or less the magical damage one, because he's got 3 different techniques. Now he's got Nir, Remit, Shiza, and Daban, along with Foy, Zan, Gra, Su, Rez, Girez, Reaver, and Anti. You equip the Dragon's tier, and then, let's see, you give the Sapphire to Mew, and you give the Power Topaz to Ren. Wait. Before anything else, equip Sapphire for you, and equip the Power Topaz for you. But at least I made up good grounds. I'm already at the breaking point. I don't even know how to speak. I am not sure how to speak, folks. I am just at a total loss for words at this point. Total loss for words. That is our mission right now, to find a warp to get over to London at this point. No, me, it's probably the one to the left. What the fuck is that thing? It's dead now, whatever it is. What the bloody hell was that? I am a wavy ghost figure. Oh, never mind, I'm dead now. I really have no idea what that thing is. I really have no idea what it is at this point. Also, shit, I should have spread that attack out a bit. Just gotta get rid of all these guys. It just did the little... Oh, Jesus, death fly. Oh, fuck. I might have just shot myself in the foot because of that. Well, I'm already poisoned, so the answer is, of course, I shot myself in the foot, regardless of what happens. Oh, what was that, a saint? Well, either way, that snail's dead. It's dead to shit. Well, guess what? Road's blocked in. Really wish I knew how to get from place to place without wasting too much time, but apparently that's too much to ask. It's not necessarily location navigation per se. It's finding the placement on the overworld map. That's the main problem here. Damn it! Stop it with your Sue spell! Finally made it past that area. Jesus. Okay, seriously, what is with all this gravity spell that you're launching at me? Those bastards. And of course, Sean gains another level. Probably should have thought about holding back on healing until then, but gotta concentrate on all these enemies. That's not a griffin. Last I checked, that was not a griffin. This game is good. It's not necessarily what you would expect when you would hear an RPG series like Phantasy Star. I still think it's good, but if I had to make a complaint about this game, it's the tunnel to different world navigation. That is what easily pisses me off about all this. It's like, if there was a way how to navigate from one place to another, even if you had to cast a spell that takes you to, here's said tunnel that'll get you to this area, and then my complaints would be disregarded, because then I could at least, it would cost me money, but at least I could be able to solve that transportation problem. Hopefully, the Aquatica one will help us get our way to, oh, it was Asher, apparently. Again, I have complaints about this game. They are worth mentioning. So, get rid of that one in the back. Because they annoy the freaking hell out of me. as you're... Holy shit, they do a whole lot of void damage. Down, right, and up. Or downright enemy. That's what I was missing this whole time. It's not downright up, it's downright enemy. That downright enemy, I'm telling you, that boy just ain't right. Quasar and an orb. You went onto an orb. What the hell? Kill off all of these enemies, and how dare you poison me? Bitch. Could you anti that one successfully? Could you anti that successfully? Could you anti that spell fucking successfully? Sean, for the love of God. It's just a poison stat. Should not be that difficult for you. There's a Nova. That one? Yeah, I didn't think that would be enough. And then, yeah, just continue onward from there. There we go. And we should be back into London. Now it's a matter of remembering exactly where the hell London Castle is. Oh, look at that wagging its tail so it can do its gravity spell. Ain't that adorable? Let's see. Warbler. Forgot was it to the left or... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Since that's just a mini lake and... Squawker. Squawkers. Say what you will, but my God, those squawkers. Okay, I think this was London Castle. If I can get to it. Oh no! That chipper went at us for 0 damage. Holy shit. Can't believe I survived that. We must end this war before more die. With Leia's treasure, we can stop the fighting. But in order to find it, be sure to use an ancient machine that can be found in a world to the southeast. Also, how's it going, Joe the Hat Guy? I just noticed your comment soon enough that I bonked my head into the river there. And god damn it, get out of my way, you damn idiot. Sean, his melee attacks to favor Sue. So that means Gra goes up along with Sue. Foy stays the same, but Zahn goes down instead. If it's not all the way to the west, probably southwest of there. Or further southwest, I should say. Got rid of the kill satellite. The Bills. Let that be a lesson, folks. That wasn't a blizzard. That was a Bills. Tertius. I think I heard it pronounced correctly. Tertius. Oh shit! Even a sword swipe isn't it? Holy shit! That was a powerful grass spell. Good thing I'm surprised in monsters. Since I know what you're capable of, not even chancing it. Getting rid of you ASAP. I see a cave, so that's a good sign. But, oh, had I known that, I would have gone for the green lizards first. Oh well. And we have more enemies to deal with. More BS to deal with, because of course it's more BS. There's more BS from what we did to her. I don't know what I'm saying. If anything about moving from place to place has taught me anything is that I have gone beyond insane at this point. That's clearly the life lesson to take away from this. Okay, it's one thing if we find Opai's favorite enemy. It's another if we find Opai's favorite enemy that apparently has blackface in it. I think we now know the real reason why this game was very poorly received. Subtle racism involved in there. I don't even know. I'm just making up random bullshit at this point. You of all people should know this by now, folks. I should not be taken seriously. Like, at frickin' all. Okay. And a viola. And a viola. Let's not forget those awesome, awesome violas. Also, I cannot heal myself because I've been poisoned, so I have to take care of these bots first and foremost, so that way I can focus on dealing with that. And the only one you managed to heal was that viola in the back, because of course. Did you know that Ren cyborgs can transform? Yes, it already transformed a bit earlier, so thank you for that. You must find parts to fly, swim, and dive. And then, if we hug the eastern, or no, head west, and then at the south, at the end, head south, and then we should see some tree, or mountainous cave areas. I know not what I'm talking about. When did I ever know what I was talking about? We're just taking care of Cyclops and other random nonsensical enemies along the way. Oh, a Biclops. That should definitely be interesting. You hopefully can take those out, no problem. Although, Ren, if you could shoot them in the back there. There we go. So now that's left us that one creature there. Biclops. So a human. I didn't even see what that one enemy was. Don't know what it is. As far as I'm aware, don't even care. Just concentrate on slicing, dicing, what have you. Oh, it's a Robo-Man. It's a Robo-Man. I mean, it was so obvious. How would I think otherwise? And a splatter. And a splatter. That can't be changed there. If you attack that giant circuit board, that's clearly a sack of potatoes. Sack of potatoes with a mold spawning on top of it. I don't know what else you would call it. Mars bot. A Mars bot. It makes perfect sense to me. Clearly makes perfect sense to me. Take down potato sack. Took down potato sack. So all that's left all that's left is the Robo-Man. Jesus Christ, I know how to speak English today. Who doubts my English skills, obviously? Honestly, the only hand that should be rising is my own. I was born in America, and even I don't trust my English skills. That just shows you how much confidence I have. I'm desperately lacking self-esteem. Someone help me here. Sorry about that. Apparently, my throat is trying to say otherwise. Got subparts, which is necessary for me to continue. A laser claw. And a laser sword. Quest-wise, we got submarine parts for Ren, so he can become a submersible. we have to go back to where everything started, since according to the strategy guide, the sub-weapon... Jesus Christ, I'm doing it again. The submarine parts that Ren just obtained, those need to be used in Iridia, so I'm gonna have to go back over there. I know what some of you are thinking. Why aren't you teleporting your way out of here? I should do that. That would be the most brilliant of all solutions. As you can tell, I am not brilliant. I love taking the rough approach here and looking like a complete and utter moron when it comes to doing all these solutions, because of course I do. Let's not forget the Clops, the Biclops, and the Triclops. Because everyone knows, when I think Phantasy Star, my first initial thought is, this game needs more Choniki. And if anyone at home is wondering what the hell Choniki is, ask your mother. That's going to be the best solution, I'll say, without freaking everyone out. Just ask your mother. And if they don't know what the hell Choniki is, just leave it at that. Just save your fragile little minds. Just leave it at that. If this game has taught me anything, this is just a test to see how I fare with my short-term memory. And I am clearly failing this test. I'll tell you one test that Sean's not passing anytime soon. Making his anti-tech work. Apparently, I've got the navigational skills, or I'm just as skilled with navigation as Ryoga is. And anyone who knows what anime I'm referring to, that's a sad thing. Okay, I was supposed to head north to get to the bridge and then cross it to the other side. If I was on the right side, I'd have the right idea, but I'm not on the right side, I'm on the left. I mean, that's right up there with knowing the difference between elevators and escalators. Because, as we all know, escalators are the things that you ride up and down, while elevators are the ones that scroll all the way upwards and downwards. I think you meant that they were elevators and escalators. That's what I was saying! You're trying to intentionally screw me up! I know the differences between them! And before you say anything else, that was yet another anime reference. Try and get that for bonus points. The thing is, the points are much like Whose Line. They don't really matter. Much like my navigational skills in this game. How come I had to go through Aquatica to reach London? But now that I'm in London, I can go straight to... There's nothing else that needs to be said. I'm straight up mad. What the bloody hell? It was all the way in the northwest. I thought it was the northeast. You know what? I think it's only appropriate that I get this playing right now, because it's totally worth it at this point. I clearly failed you all. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not the best when it comes to these navigational bits here. Hug this area until Ren transforms himself into a submersible like that. Because, of course, that's how it works. Let's see where this passage goes. Beep boop. This is a world within the world of Iridia. So let that be a lesson to you folks. Ren is a transformer. I hope you all understand that. He's a transformer. Anyway, with that said, all we need to do is actually... There should be a map for this area. Let's see. Can't use the... that makes me upset. This princess is Laia's younger sister. Strangely enough, she is also named Laia. This is true. I mentioned that we would be getting a partner named Laia, but not the Laia, so... This is the Laia's younger sister, who's also Laia. I was very young when Laia fought Orakio. She left with a knight who wore a black sword. I must know the truth. Please take me along. Laia joins the party! Huzzah! We now have an extra party member, and holy shit, she is easily gonna get her ass handed to her. Oh god, she is gonna get her ass handed to her. It is not even funny at this point. So you can only imagine what I'll be doing at this point. Defense, 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 until she's able to be towards a respectable amount. Restoration and time spells. So we have to use them to favor both Girez and Fanbi. So let's see. Girez. There we go. So pretty much the same as Sean, but also it's order spell? I thought it was time. Oh, either way, support Fanbi, so that way it'll up the power of certain people when used. So yeah, now, unless of course you do sue and potentially kill Leia in the first attack. Thank God for that, but yeah. Leia defense now. Good lord. How dare you attack someone who's not even able to defend herself properly? Let's see. Bit more respectable at this point, so we'll say we'll start things off with a Girez. There's a Bushi, which is Opai's other favorite enemy. Just wanted you to know that. Let's have you and Ren focus on that, and then Sean, you focus on that Sylph, while Mew focuses on the other two. And work out the strategy from there, or you could easily put them. Okay, they weren't nowhere near as much of a threat as I thought. Samurai! Let's see about anything that changes now. And there's virtually going to be no difference since we already know what that'll do. Oh, it wasn't enough. And wow! Okay, the Samurai, much tougher than I expected. Bit tougher than I expected. Emir, something mirror. Looking at a mirror, I don't know. Probably not going to be worth it at this point, but yeah. Have Leia attack with that. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured at that point. Oh, still not enough. Oh no, I've been ambushed. Whatever shall I do? Is the ceramic bow, hold on. As I was saying, is the ceramic bow weaker than Leia's original bow? Survey says... no, ceramic bow is better. So yeah, let's go with ceramic bow, because why not? I have to find out. Trade the ceramic crown for Leia. Can she equip that? She actually can't... Wait. Let it forever be known, I almost said game facts. This walkthrough from RPGClassics.com severely needs to be updated, because what the hell? Neridi, if I read that correctly. Probably not. We'll have to wrap ourselves around to the left in Amazon. We have Amazons here. Hope you understand that. Ooh, Titans. Took care of him at least. Oh man, more bushies. I mean, I know those are just butt cheeks and everything. I'm surprised the US didn't think about censoring that, so they had I was this close to saying panties, but I think that might have made the situation even worse if that were the case. I think having panties on would have been even worse. A skirt, maybe? Just love how my voice squeaked at that point. Maybe. Ooh, a banshee. Should be no problem for... The banshee's oh so deadly attack of shoo. Don't lose your head. Don't lose your head. Don't lose your head. Or at least I think that's how that song went. I don't even know anymore. The two that I checked were perfectly fine, but the other one, for time, no, that one needed adjustments, because of course it did. Yeah, I think that's what it was for that. So now over to Mew, fix her heal in order. So once again, favor Rever. Also, that's the wrong button. In case you realized it, that was the wrong button. Let's try Mew once more. So it favors Fonby. And then once more for Ren. Melee to favor Gra. Once more, run for time magic to favor remit. And then once more for Leia, alter her heal so that way it favors Girez. Just make sure. Yeah, that should be fine. Lastly, Leia for order to favor Fonby. Laser bow, that one we definitely need for Leia. Flaneur armor, royal robe, royal fib, royal vest, and royal protector. Wait. I see the pendant. I should stay all the way down at the bottom and then go left. Oh, we went from a Robo-Man to a Mech Man. Man, we stepping up, yo. Take care of that. Focus all our attacks on the Robo-Man because or Mech Man, that was super simple. Super simple. Ooh, a droid man. Now we're definitely stepping up at this rate. Sean found a Leia pendant inside. Oh, you just gotta love English. You have just gotta love the English this game provides. Okay, first things foremost, that's Leia's pendant. Give it to her. And next up, let's use the pendant. A voice rings out for all of you to hear. Sister, it is time for you to know the truth. Though Oracchio and I have fought for many years, we finally realized that we have been deceived. An evil force from times beyond legends is using us to satisfy its desire for pain and suffering. we are joining forces to fight this ancient evil. In case we never return, I leave you this pendant. You will hear this when you are ready. Goodbye. So yeah, now we learned that apparently, although Orakio and Leia were fighting each other throughout all these years, they were never each other's true enemies. Going through the maze of the forest, but not the forest maze, cause that's from a totally different game for Super Mario RPG. Oh, wait, what? That was me frantically pressing buttons to move forward moment. Hope you all enjoyed that. Leia's pendant glows and darkness envelops you. Because now, we step outside of this temple, and boom, we are now, if we were to check the monitor, we are now currently in, and I'm probably gonna butcher this name, so forgive me for this. Not Frigidia. Elysium. I guess there's really nothing much to do here except head for the shuttle. Which is that further up north in the center? Well, either way, we'll find out. That leads to the exit of town, so that's probably not it. Let's see. Head up to and walk to the pathway going east. No, that's not east, that's the other east. That heads west. Let's see. So what about you? You are also the ex. God damn it. I swear to God, I'm not dumb when it comes to these movements. I swear. I'm not that dumb. Though I'm clearly missing something here. I get the feeling this is just a temple that'll warp me to another area, which, you know what? Let's just do it, just for the sake of doing it. Find out where we are. I am currently on the exact... Wait, did that just warp me to the other side from there? Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. I definitely need to know this. That did warp me. What was the bloody point of that? Okay, I am clearly missing something here. I am severely lost at this point. Because it's not the passageway on the world map, because I tried that. What? It was unmarked. I'm so pissed right now. I am so pissed right now. How was I supposed to find that? Down the stairs are the arrow parts for the wren. Use them to reach the Sky City on Frigidia. There you may find the strength to combat evil. Mother's too weak to fight. I must do it. Father, please lend me your loom slicer. And thus Kara joins the team. So now our party is complete. Alaire. I am Alaire, Loon's sister. I also have been frozen in a cryogenics pod for 1,000 years. When I woke up, I was kidnapped by Orakians. Of course, that made my brother even more furious. Yes, we were the ones who destroyed Satera, but we are not behind the recent monster attacks. We hope you can forgive us for our past errors. I'm Loon. I once fought in Leia's army. Orakio banished me here almost 1,000 years ago. For centuries, I bided my time in cryogenic sleep. I recently awoke and decided to take my revenge. But now, I regret the trouble I have caused. So yeah, the whole purpose of coming here was to learn about the truth behind, yes, Loon was the one that blew up our satellite's homeworld, but not behind the whole trouble of this. Force gear. Already forgot what was the stuff we got. The Force Crown and Force gear. So, equip the crown, so that way better defense. And you, no, keep that on. Equip the gear. Probably need to go all the way to the right, I'd imagine. Oh, we'll see how things are going. Oh, Constantine, what's up? Oh, actually, you're right. It's probably for the best you didn't hear that. You probably would have heard something else along the way, but thank you for the update there. If it looks like I'm not paying attention when I should be, I sincerely apologize for that. But for now, let's do what we can to clear out all these enemies. And how dare you use probably a gravity spell, though. Knowing me, it's probably not. It's probably Zahn, and I don't even know it. So I only just noticed, despite Kara being in the first level, she doesn't have quickly upgraded level syndrome. Leia has, apparently. So, we don't need to worry about that. It's a Mega Toad. It's kind of like a regular Toad, but it's a Mega version. It's a Mega Evolution? Let's get these enemies out of the way. If I were to switch from Force to Laconian, yes, it does improve his speed and defenses, so we are good on that front. The headband goes to Kara, who will equip that for barely a change, but it's an upgraded change nevertheless. We'll switch over from the Force Crown to Laconian Crown. Bit of a defense buff there. We went through all this just to get Ren's arrow parts. And honestly, if they're even here. Oh, Mew has it. Yeah, I don't feel like doing this again. Let's just warp ourselves back. You know, I swear, by the time I'm done with this game, I'm going to personally make my own guide as to you need to go to X area. Where do I go to it? Okay, you see this giant map? I'll place a dot there because that's the real weakness of this game. Sure, people have strategy guides about this game to say you just need to go to X area, you need to defeat X amount of people, that's fine and everything. How exactly do I get to there? Oh, well, you just go to that area. Okay, where's that area? Oh, it's just over there. Well, how do I get to that area? I'm telling you, it's just over there. It's like, could you explain it in better details and just go straight over there? That'd be like telling people, Now you got to do advanced calculus, but you're not telling them how you perform calculus. It's just, well, you just add and subtract numbers. It's like, I think calculus is far more complex than that. Please go into detail. No, it's just add and subtraction. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's like, come on. It's like, it's no wonder people don't want to do math anymore. You're scaring them away because you're not helping them out at all. Speaking of not helping at all, how dare you poison me? People don't understand what I'm getting at. What I'm trying to say is, yes, you need to go back to this world in order to go there. They won't tell you the simplest paths in order to go back to that world. That's where the real problems pick up. It's like, you need to go through to this world. Best way to do so, from the map you're on, take this cave to this passageway. That'll take you to this realm, so now you can go into this cave in order to that passageway. That's basically what I'm trying to get at here. But hopefully now, this should help me move forward from here, and caves blocked in, cannot head back, so that... There's gotta be something I'm missing. And I know what you're thinking. You saw a temple early on when you left the area. Aren't you gonna use that? No, that just gets me to the other end of that peninsula. That does not help me in the slightest bit. So where does this take me to? Wait, did I actually get to Frigidia from here? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. And that's another thing they should mention. Can't you just tell me which temples to go to? Specifically, which ones to get... I don't even know. It turns out, that thing you just saw in the lower left, that's actually supposed to be an airport. Because, you know, when you see a highway in the road, you instantly think, of course, an airport! Time to transform. And now he has become a flying ship. There's an empty house. Maybe there are people in there? Unless it's literally an empty house. It is literally an empty house. Why would you even have a house there if it means absolutely nothing in that case? Saying just get one planar slicer for Kara. There's no need to buy anything else since clearly I'm going to get better equipment later on. So now Kara can do much more damage. Gotta love it when it's an auto text scrolling and I can't control the speed of it. That just makes me better. The main plot of this story revolves around Phantasy Star 1, Phantasy Star 2, and Phantasy Star 4. So they're trying to BS the fact that, oh yeah, this is still in the Phantasy Star series. You just aren't looking hard enough. But yes, it's supposed to be like, aside from Ren showing up in a later Phantasy Star game, the next one, 4, obviously, and then Dark Force, there is almost no correlation between us whatsoever. So now, all of a sudden, oh yeah, it totally has it. Took us a while to do so, but we'll tell you all about it now. This has taken place, obviously, after the events of 1, and just before the events of Phantasy Star 2, they described the destruction of the planet Palm, since that planet only showed up in the first game. So the only ones left are Dazorus and... Fuck, I'm gonna sound like a complete moron because of this. Don't help me with this. I know, I'll get this. Just you wait, I'll get it. I'm sure I'll get it. I'm not gonna sound like a moron here. Not in the slightest bit. not in the slightest bit of a moron here. It's gonna be Motavia and Dezoris. Good lord. I think I've embarrassed myself for long enough. Let's continue on with that. Dark Force managed to slip aboard a ship, one after another. In the end, it destroyed all but one of our sister ships before Arachio and Leia trapped it in the Asilis 3. They are now the two remaining ships that still survive, our ship, Elissa 3, and Neopalm. So, of course, huge exposition just unleashed unto us. Go to a floating building just to the north of Mistoke, which, of course, makes perfect sense where that is. I think it's that one. I don't know, folks. What do you at home think? The ancient heroes used the legendary weapons. These are Arachio's sword, Mion's claw, Siren's shot, Leia's bow, and Lune's slicer. To discover the lost name, you must first find all 5 weapons of the ancients. The name of power can be learned on Sage Isle in Draconia, the world of Old Sil and Shisora. Our dungeon holds the aqua parts for Ren. These will enable you to wrest Arachio's sword from its watery tomb and to visit Sage Isle.
Wait a minute, you said that there weren't any enemies here. You liar!
No, that was just above the world. They even said that it was just above the world. They never mentioned anything about them underneath in the dungeon. Also, apparently, that's Asma from 9. Take that for what you will. Don't know why people are complaining about Asma so much. Seems like it's that easy to kill. No, that's not the real one. And a twig. From all the way in the back row, a twig. Oh, wait. I want Kara to do all that attacking from there. Gotta love how they cast a Zahn spell. Is just, bend your knees! Alright, all that's left is a twig, so now we can move onward from there. And our first treasure, the Star Mist. Now, if memory serves, this should be just like the one in the second Phantasy Star game, where it's pretty much a very powerful E-Res condensed into an item. All the way to the staircase in order to get to the next items and a globe. He is the whole world. Above me, he's gonna kill me. Above me, I gotta stop singing this whole song before I shoot myself in the foot. Oh wait, that's already happened. I don't know. Let's see, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up, and we have more enemies to deal with along the way. Also, Leia's almost dead. I should probably heal her up next chance I get. I do have to be down here. Oh, this dungeon. Oh, this dungeon. That's all I'll say in response. Just, oh, this dungeon. Oof. Not gonna get mad, though. Not gonna get mad, though. That'll come in X7. Because by then, let me just put it to you this way. I'm not the type of gamer who drinks heavily in order to beat a game, that game is the one exception. And you know what's the sad part? Had I not backtracked all the way to the stairs, I would have been in the path of that first treasure. So, even more so, I have no one to blame but myself for my own sheer stupidity there. This should be enough to help me get the treasure chest from all the way in the upper left. Let's see, from here... That's just all the way up to the left. There we go. All that just to get, in the end, nothing. or a monster in a box. Considering I'm right in front of it and I haven't picked it up yet, it may as well be a monster in a box. Let's be real here. But seriously, let's take out these enemies and open up this chest to find it's a royal crown. This time it should be better. And it is. Okay. Yeah, the aqua parts and hunting bow. Hunting bow? Is that even better than what we have? Give it to Leia. See what it says for her. No. It's far worse. Far worse. So re-equip the laser bow. Good lord. All that's left are these two, which is the Moon Dew, which is much like the Reaver spell condensed into an item. So, unlike spell techniques, which have a chance of failing, at least if they are Reaver spells and or anti or antidote spells, these shouldn't fail. And the last item is a Laconian Ribbon. Let us equip the Laconian Ribbon so that way you get more speed and such. Go on the quest to get the legendary weapons now. Will it be easy to do? Probably not. Will it be complicated as all hell? If not, I'll find a way how to make it complicated. With my luck, I'll find a way how to make it complicated. Let us go ahead and move northeast up to here. The Aqua Skimmer. And there should be a Sucking Temple, which I'm pretty sure is right there. That now turns into a submersible. You pull Arachio's sword from its stone sheath. Engraved on the floor is, I hold dark force.
At last, I am free from my vile bonds. Tremble, fools, for I roam the worlds again. Other matters await me, but we will meet again.
You have learned Megiddo, Destruction Incarnate. Now let's check a few things. First off, techniques. And yes, I can be able to use Megiddo, but notice how I'm going everywhere I can't actually use it. This is one of those situational spells of sorts. And you have, yes, you have a Arachio's sword. Give that to Sean. Because now he doesn't need really any other sword. Because look at all the speed, defense, and damage that sword can do now. We can start focusing on things we need to buy, such as escape pipes. So that way, once we finish a dungeon, we won't need to go back and forth, wondering, oh, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? No! We can just use escape pipes to be like, yeah, we're done. We're just gonna leave. Oh, that's a weird pose. If not for myself, at least for the mecha girls that just attack by just kicking everywhere. Once again, thank God Opie is not here. I'm fairly certain even a mecha girl would be taken out of context. If I head straight up from the town, We find a Mew unit that's sending enemies to attack me. Wow, that was a well-timed random battle. Just gonna say. Alright, so when we talked to Siren, it was basically a palette swap of what Ren's face looked like. Now we're gonna run into Mew's palette swap, which should be a Mewun.
The Black Sword, Brachio, you have returned.
No, actually, my name is
I'm so glad I can meet you again before I...
And she collapses. And drops behind a claw. So we can already tell where this is going. The only person who can use a claw, Mew, if you please, as part of her honor. Let's see. Laconian claws, if memory serves, are more powerful. So why don't you replace the Force Claw with Mewun's Claw? Thus damage has gone up. We are just lacking one last item. Now, the thing is, I don't think... It'd be nice if that were the case. I don't think I can get to endgame from here. Or at least beat the game by the time I wish to be done. I think this took me back into Elysium. No? I don't think that was Aquatica. Let me just see. It's the far lower right. That is Terminus. That is the last place I want to be in. So no, no, we are not going there yet. My God. If this is taking place in the far right-hand side of this map, it is. Okay, so that might greatly explain some stuff. All this complaints about, all these temples take me to random places. I don't know where they go. This map sucks and everything. Actually, using Iridia as a central part, since it is of 7 different worlds, and this is the central one, it would make sense for this area to be a bit of a hub world, where you can teleport yourself based on the positioning of the temples. They totally screwed this up. They said, oh, you gotta turn to a submersible. I was able to get there via Aqua Skimmer. I think what I'll do is I'll take the path via far right, since all I need to do is just backtrack a bit to the left and go back up, and it would still be just as good as moving onward from there. All I really need to do, yeah, just head all the way to the right, and there's a dragon there. There's a dagger on there, and it's dead. There's a dagger on there, and it's dead. A Royal Emel, a Vulcan, which I'm pretty sure is a fairly weak weapon compared to the pulse cannon. Notice this guy looks very familiar, and for good reason. It's Siren.
I fought Maia many long centuries ago. I nursed my hatred and attacked lion people. But on Sage Isle, I found out that the lions are not our real enemies. I'm sorry for my mistake.
And then Siren collapses, but leaves behind a Siren shot. So one thing's for certain, if the Vulcan wasn't going to be any more of a powerful weapon beforehand, which I may as well just do this just to prove a point, because we're going to be switching anyway. The Vulcan, oh, it actually was more powerful. Not that it matters, because we have the Siren shot, which is far more useful this time around. Royal Sword, even though, since we have a Rakio Sword, it doesn't matter, because it's already the most powerful weapon. Oh, a Drake! Not just a Dagron, but a Drake. And a worm! We're just finding all the Dagrons here. Ooh. Hair glowed, and then he went to go bite us. The ancient word of power is the word nay. We are now given the grants technique to Mew. So once again, much like Sean's, and I'm already having a blank out moment, Sean's Megiddo spell that we can't use, we have a grant spell which we cannot use. But that's okay. Wait, when did Leia die? I'm sorry, what? When did Leia die? Okay, I didn't even notice that. Nay is the word of ultimate power. And stalling, apparently. Use the Nay weapons to destroy Dark Force. Equip yourself with the Nay weapons. Our task is over. Yours truly begins now. Now we have the Nay sword. Look at that defense and power boost. And it's still climbing. And now we have the Nay claw instead. Nay shot. The Nay bow. And finally, the Nay slicer. It's a pain you have to re-equip them, but you know what? We didn't have to deal with any monsters along the way. So let's see what we can buy here. We have planar armor, which Sean will need. Let's see. Royal robe. First off, let's see. Royal robe will go to Kara. The Royal Fiblirar, I believe it's called, will go to Leia. The Royal Vest will be going over to Mew. And finally, the Royal Protector will be going to Ren. Let's just see. Just have normal boots, force boots, You know what? I think we are good to move onward here, so there's really no need to stop. However, let's de-equip the boots. De-equip force boots. So that way you can give those force boots to Leia. Got force boots. Although now I'm curious about something. Give both boots and force boots over to Ren. See if he can equip either of them. Can equip normal boots, force boots, or force boots. So yes, he doesn't have any foot gear whatsoever. So get the force boots over to Leia. So we are good on that front. Royal Vest. Planar armor. Royal Protector. And Royal Robe. Ah, the Royal Boots. For Sean, if you please. Thank you. Equip them Royal Boots. And with that, we should have full weapon and armory needs. Love how I hesitated. That armory needs. But no, that's going to be it for that. And the very last thing I'm going to be doing before I attempt to save the game and move onward from here is alter the text a bit. So Sean for melee, favoring Sue. Yes, we will do that. Then Sean will also alter his heal, so that way it favors Girez. And then Sean for time magic, which I don't think it's really worth. It's actually already as it is for Near. Call it whatever you want to. Heal, favor that Reaver spell. And then Mew shall also, for order, favor... Oh, it's already at Devon, or Fonby, I should say. Which, I should mention, is the spell that should raise physical attack power. So, if not anywhere else, the final battle will prove to be very useful. Favor Gra for Ren for his melee attack. And then for time, that one goes to Remit, which I believe increase the chances of escaping from battle, which, if not beforehand, now would prove to be very useful, so that way we don't waste through heals just trying to move forward. And holy shit, she is going to have extremely powerful Girez. The only thing left for Leia is to work on her order to favor Fonby. Let's change her for Shu, if nothing else. So you are the exact opposite of Fonby. There we go. Oh, you're wasting precious Macetas in here. You only need 10 of them for all of them. Yeah, I could care less about that. Okay. Just making sure that was the last one for Leia. And then Kara, I don't think we changed anything for her. I think this just goes to show you the type of caster she is. As in, not very. Just not very. So why don't we have her favor Foy? So that way, should she decide to use magic, it's just solely for concentration on one enemy. And order, probably not going to change a damn thing for this one. What was Forza again? Instantly kill an enemy, which I believe absolutely pointless, but it makes far more sense than a sack. Why would you sacrifice yourself just to heal everyone else? That'd be stupid. Granted, I know Nasak can be very useful. I don't think there's a very opportune time to use them, even if you were pushed to your very limits. So, I'm just gonna have to pass on that, you know? I'll have to pass on that. Thanks, but no thanks, you know? I thought they were dogs. Those are goat kings? Okay, whatever you say, game. Just smile and nod. A baneful. I think I'm having more fun just describing the monsters' names. It's a baneful. Your death awaits you in the city of Lachute. Yes, this is the final area, Lachute. We wanted Siren and Loon to start another war, but we needed Rhys to bring Satellite back. And that's exactly what that old fool did. Hey, that's Sean's grandpa you're talking about here. Watcher and Guardian. Oh, Jesus, I'm going against GM now. I'm sorry, GM, but it had to be. Actually, it kind of looked like Guile for a brief moment. Basically pulling seventh guest finger wave of come over here. Centuries ago, Leia locked the passageways between the doomed worlds of our ship Alyssa 3. But your father and grandfather opened them up again, enabling us to spread evil once more. I don't think they intentionally meant to do so. Punisher, and I didn't even get to see what the far right one was, though since we're taking care of the Punisher now, and that name just passed by very fast, I didn't even get to see it. Dark Force brings your doom, fools. I wasn't totally wrong. He even said doom himself. He totally said doom. I'm just gonna hide in my corner right now, since that's clearly what I'm good for. You fools have done everything we wanted. Okay. Nice to know that, they're generous as always. A torturer. Now we have to contend with torturers along the way. My goodness. It's gonna turn out to be quite nasty, folks. Ooh, Defender.
My heart went black 1,000 years ago when my family died in the Leia Orakio War. Dark Force owns my soul, and he shall have yours!
Yeah, oh, that's who we were facing this whole time. I do get the feeling this is one of those Final Fantasy IV moments where all the bodies, faces we've been going up against beforehand were just Zemus's soul, mind, body, what have you figures, and then we fight against this guy who turns out to be Zemus, and then Dark Force turns out to be Zeromus. That's just a thought that occurred to me, but let's see. What's the best strategy for going against this boss? Have Ren and Leia attack Rulakir in the back while everyone else focuses on the front row. Okay. So in that case, what we will do... Hey, Dr. Blackbarn. Yes, that's basically the best way to describe that. So, I think they said it was Ren and Leia focuses on him, while everyone else focuses on the enemies in the front row. But hopefully, if I'm lucky, Kara could just take them all out right now. Hey, and all that's left is him in the back. So, that was just a physical attack. Didn't do much of anything. Although that technique is definitely very powerful. Barely moving forward. I want to make sure I don't accidentally tap anything. Okay, good. Because, Leia, we need you to heal everyone. Stat. Oh, thank goodness for that. And everyone else focuses on attacking once more. Now, it shouldn't be that big a deal. However, since it's dealing around 60 HP, roughly. Leia needs the health, so just for haha's sake, Res again. If you can pull it off in time. Or we could just kill Ruklar. That helps also.
You have freed me. Destroy Dark Force.
Rulakir is dead. Finally, he is at peace. Whew! Oh boy, that was a close one. Now watch, I'm gonna be completely wrong in this. I don't care. It's the path I'm taking, and it should be the easiest route. If I was at the bottom, take the second from the bottom. Okay, now I know where it's talking about. So what I need to do is not the first or second, but the third right. And then once you're able to go down, take the second path going down. Oh! Didn't even notice Leia's dead. God damn it. Let's do this.
I am Dark Force, Master of Death. Your sorrow, anger, and pain are my strength. Observe my might and despair of life fools. Wait, why am I second? No. I will greatly enjoy your painful deaths.
Ah, there's Dark Force, just as we remember him. So, we should concentrate on the left hand via my right side first. So, you focus on that side. Ren, you focus on that. Leia, if you could, shoo me, since I'll be the one doing the most damage. Mew, you cast Fonby on me, so that way I can deal the most damage. And then I believe Kara's just gonna do physical attacks. So let's do that. One turn. Ow. Shoo, so I have up my defenses. Fonby, so now I can deal more damage. Let's see. Am I able to... Nope. That shake sound meant I took it down. So now everyone can focus on the left hand, or right hand, aka his left. So once that's done, the body will be weak and can attack that area. So I think since I have defense on for Sean, I should be good. Although, this might be a good opportunity for Kara to pass up on attacking this turn, so she can instead use a Trimate on Sean. Because the last thing we need is for him to die. Let's see. So we are still able to attack the hand, so we should probably do that. Leia, this would be a good time for you to use Res on everyone. Just in case Dark Force should use a Sue spell on us, because much like with What's-His-Face, who we met with earlier, can deal at least 60 damage. Let's see, make sure was there anything else I was missing. Ren, just to be on the safe side, attack that. And Kara, attack the hand. be good on that front. Owie! Good thing Mew's getting healed for that. And yeah, this is why I prepared for this. Exactly why I prepared for this. Yeah, Sean, I hate to have you stop attacking right now, but double dose of Gi-Res would be much appreciated. And then we'll have Ren and Mew focus on attacking as well as Kara. Oh, please survive, please survive, please survive. Heal, heal. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is when timed heals are the most important. The absolute most important. Whew. That could have been trouble for us. Immense trouble. So now we can focus on Dark Force himself, who has a lot of HP, like 8,000 worth. So just to be on the safe side, we're gonna have Leia once again cast, or have Mew cast Fami on them, and then for one turn have Leia cast Shu on Mew. Alright, so now Leia, if you could let's have her Gi-Res for this turn. So I get the feeling there's going to be a multi-attack. I have a strong feeling in my heart that's what Dark Force is going to do. I knew it! I had a feeling that'd be the case, and I knew it! No. Don't you dare attack. We need you to do another Gi-Res. Please do another Gi-Res. Thank you. And yet another Sue attack. Great. So I get the feeling if he casts Sue again, that'd be a good time to use the Star Mist at this point. Oh boy, don't you dare. Don't you dare, not when I am this close. Please, don't you dare. I am this close to beating this game. Okay, not to Trimate. Star Mist, use it now. I want to conserve MP for Leia, so for now, for one turn at least, Sean, if you could heal Mew up, and then Leia probably means nothing at this point, but shoot yourself, so that way you can build up your defenses, and then have everyone attack like normal. Honestly, unless I want to cast more defense spells, that means I only have at least, not counting this attempt, 11 more times that I can heal everyone with Gi-Res, so definitely need to be careful of that. Yeah, do a physical attack with Sean. Don't even care if you give nothing for nothing. He is dead.
smashing only one moon. Never fear, I'll return again in 1,000 years. You'll be dead, but I'll visit your descendants. It'll be a merry reunion all around, I promise.
Dark Force disappears. The city is too evil to leave standing. Sean's anger triggered the Megiddo technique, so now it starts working.
Megiddo is tearing the whole city apart.
Hurry! We've got to get out of here!
There's no time. We'll never make it.
Mew used the Grant's technique automatically because of course she could now. The entire party was instantly teleported to a place of safety far from the falling city. The evil city seemed to scream a hideous cry as it fell from the sky and sank deep into the lake. Look! A spaceship that's just like ours! It must be the other surviving spaceship!
That spaceship is sending us a message.
As it slowly comes towards us. Hello, Alyssa 3. This is the spaceship Neo Palm. That explosion earlier attracted our attention. We guess that Dark Force has arisen again. Or at least was arisen once again. And we came to offer to lend any help that you needed. Since you're still here, we assume that you've won. And you'd be right. In 1,000 years, Dark Force will arise again. Let's get rid of it for good next time. Because that has already proven to be quite well and successful previously beforehand. And that's the end of the game. Oh. And you know what's the sad thing? I beaten the game. I haven't completed it yet. I still have 3 other playthroughs to do. I still have 3 more playthroughs of this game to do before I can say I'm done with this game. Thankfully, I left save states for each of those splitting paths, so it's not like I have to replay all the way from the beginning with Rhys's quest. I just need to go back to the save I made with Ain, choose Sorry instead. Then, after that, save state or load state back into Rhys's stage, and instead of Maia, I have to choose Lena, and then from there, it's just the other paths that I need to take from there. But I'm finally done. I've beaten this game at least once. At least once! The same ending, but insert name here is the person who casts a spell. But other than that, there are at least 4 endings to this game. And they barely change at all.